Hi everyone, thanks for watching. This video is going to be about breakfast ideas. I have some notes written down because I didn't want to forget any. These are a bunch of ideas that I personally use and I wanted to share them. So let's get started. Okay, my first and foremost, my favorite breakfast is oatmeal. Anyone who knows me knows that I eat oatmeal almost every single day. I use my 1/3 measuring cup, I scoop it out into a bowl, I add some hot water and I put it in the microwave for a few seconds. Usually takes about maybe 30 seconds to a minute, depending on your microwave. And to that you can add anything you want. That's my favorite breakfast. I find it keeps me full for hours and it's very satisfying. So things to do with oatmeal. Well, what I like to do, lately I've been doing this a lot, is to sprinkle cinnamon and Splenda. So that's one idea. You can just sprinkle those two ingredients. I put 1 packet of Splenda and sprinkle as much cinnamon as you want. Cinnamon's really good for you, helps your digestion, and there's very many good properties about cinnamon. You can actually Google it or look it up and you'll be able to see that cinnamon's a great thing to add to your diet. So you can sprinkle as little or as much as you want. That's one of my favorites. The next would be buying frozen fruits. Now I really like blueberries, so what I'll do is I'll sprinkle on 1 packet of Splenda and some blueberries and mix that in. Even if they're frozen, once you throw them into the hot oatmeal, they quickly start to thaw and they make the oatmeal taste really good. Okay, another idea is to add nuts. You can sprinkle on nuts as well as your either cinnamon or blueberries or anything else you add. That's a nice addition, but keep in mind that nuts are kind of high calorie, so you don't want to add too much. You just want to add a small sprinkling. They'll help you keep full. They're great for your skin and they're a great snack to have. And they're full of good fats. Okay, another idea that I've been doing recently, and I have a recipe on my blog if you want to check it out, is chocolate oatmeal. And what I do for that, because I'm always watching my calories, is I sprinkle cocoa powder and a little bit of almond milk and some Splenda, and I mix that up and I microwave that. And it smells really chocolatey and it can satisfy your chocolate cravings. And it's a nice treat to have first thing in the morning. So you can check out my blog if you want to know the exact recipe of what I do. I'll put the link below. Other ideas, sometimes I get fed up with having sweet oatmeal for breakfast, so I will make savory oatmeal. Basically savory, what that means is to make it more salty tasting more like a meal type of thing. So there's different ways that you can experiment with it. You can add stock and soup stock, vegetables, spices, and mix it all up. There's some trial and error and not everybody's into that, but if you're looking for a way to switch things up, you can experiment with that. Okay, so that's my first favorite, which is oatmeal and ways to eat oatmeal. Okay, the second favorite type of breakfast would be to have eggs. Now, eggs, in my opinion, are a little bit more time consuming, so I don't really make them very often, but I will do them. I'll make some eggs on the weekend sometimes when I have more time. Different ways that you can make eggs. Well, scrambled with vegetables, that's a great way. The thing I find with eggs is that they are filling because they're a protein, but if you eat them plain, they are a very small quantity because you shouldn't really be eating more than, say, 2 eggs at a time. If you're a woman, maybe if you're a man, you could get away with 3 eggs, but you usually shouldn't be eating too many eggs. That just ends up being too much of a portion. You know, you want to stick to your portion sizes. So it's definitely a good idea to try and incorporate something else to bulk up your eggs, and vegetables is a good option. So you can scramble your eggs up with some vegetables, chop up some, I don't know, different colored peppers or some zucchini, onions, whatever you want to try and bulk it up. Another idea, if you like to have eggs and you really hate oatmeal, because I know there are people out there who hate oatmeal, so if you prefer eating eggs, then what you can do is boil some eggs the night before and have them in the fridge, and then in the morning you can quickly just peel off the shell and slice it up and eat it. And you can have them on the side of something else, you know, if you want to have a boiled egg with maybe some fruit on the side or some yogurt on the side, something else to supplement it, because you might not be so full having 1 or 2 hard-boiled eggs. They're so tiny. So that's a good idea. You could also poach your eggs or fry your eggs. Those are 2 other alternatives. And like I said, eating something on the side of the eggs is always helpful. Okay, lastly, another option would be fruit. Now, some people really love to do fruit for breakfast. Personally, I don't find it's filling enough, so I usually don't do that. But if you're into fruit, or if you're a vegetarian, that's another option. If you don't eat eggs, or if you're vegan, sorry, then fruit would be a good option. And you can just, cut up whatever fruits you want to make it interesting. You could sprinkle on cinnamon or other spices that might go along with your fruit. You can make smoothies. I know there are lots of YouTube videos for smoothies. You can just look that up. Like I said, I personally don't do that. I'm not really a smoothie type of person. I prefer like eating food and like having to chew and stuff. But if you're into smoothies, that's definitely an option. You can make those, and you can actually add in things like yogurt, or some people like to add in protein powders. I think some people actually add in peanut butter as well. I know there's different recipes out there. I'm not a big expert on those, but I just wanted to mention them as a good healthy breakfast alternative because it is healthy. What you want to avoid are things that are really high in salt and fat, things like bacon and sausage, fried potatoes. No one really needs to be starting out their day eating those type of heavy, greasy foods. It kind of sets your day off on the wrong foot. You want to eat something really wholesome and nutritious so that at least if you don't do well for the rest of the day, at least you had a great breakfast and got some nutritional value then. I find that if you eat a really unhealthy breakfast, it ends up spiraling downwards and you end up making bad choices for the rest of the day as well. So I would suggest you avoid those type of things as well. Try and avoid the sugary cereals, breakfast bars. Those are fine once in a while when you're in a rush, but in general, try and eat whole foods. And all of the breakfast ideas I mentioned are based on whole foods. So I hope that has been helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, please comment below, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye.